from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Newton. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Newton throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cam Newton, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That's a strong running. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Sliding out of the pocket. This will be dumped off to Barber. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on fourth and goal, but they're going for it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, fourth and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Off play action. Newton. Now he's going to go up top over the middle.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Barber on first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Wilson now to throw on third down. It's caught by Sanders. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third and goal, Wilson. And will be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the break. Newton rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Wilson on the move to his left. Throw left side, complete to Cup. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
On third down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught. It's caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 72 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
What it is,
well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Browns drive about to get started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Wilson flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll try it now with Barber. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take it through.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Newton's throw complete there to Smith. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd down, and back they go to Sanders. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wilson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Here's Newton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Able to find Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Newton. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing is Newton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back